presentation reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite channel / television. Today's date is 30th of June 2026, and the time right now is exactly 24 minutes past 7 p.m. in the land of Biafra. It is 24 minutes top of the hour, regardless of your time zone and where you are listening from. I welcome every one of you to this very live presentation. This evening is going to be very serious.
Outsmart the market with Base 44 super agents. Set up in seconds and ready to go. Want to know what your competitors are up to? Super agents will scrape, dig, and summarize exactly what you need. Send to WhatsApp. Yes, please. The perfect brief served fresh daily before your first meeting. And your team? Super agent will take care of them too. It knows where they live. All of your tools connected in a click. Daily overview sent straight to the team, part of their complete breakfast. Always one step ahead of the game. Your super agent is waiting. Base 44.
Anytime we come live, I want you to understand that we are not coming in vain, because the kingdom of darkness is shaking and quaking, because they all know that their secret is about to be revealed this evening. So many things are going on, just like as I said, and it is our job, our obligation to bring them to your notice, to bring them to the public, because in the Botureno say, oyema kame gwa gị agwa bụ ajọ oyi, mana oyema agwalụ gị agwa na ọ bụkwa ezi oyi nke eziokwu. Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world, I welcome every one of you once again. Please endeavor to welcome others. As I can see your names in the comment section, you all are highly welcome. You are really doing the needful. If you look at the screen, or should I say the title of this very broadcast, which I have said, Saboteurs target BLA and MNK's life in order to end Biafra permanently. This is the target of the enemies, in case you don't know. The target is BLA and the life of MNK, because they believe that Simon Ekpa is not coming out. That is their belief. And even though it comes out before he will be able to come out, they want to make sure that they have grounded everything, so that when he comes out, he will just become tired and he will go in and sleep and never speak again about Biafra. It is only when you do not know the plans and the evil of the enemies, that is the only time you will not pay attention to the voice of reasoning. It is only when you don't know the plans of the evil ones, that is the only time you wine and dine with the enemies of Biafra, thinking that you are doing the right thing. But I want to let you know this evening, the plans of the enemies against you and I is huge, is enormous, is astronomical. But some of you do not understand what is going on. I'm going to show you few things this evening that will surprise you. And we are going to begin with the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's ex-wife, Uchechi. I don't know Uchechi who. Maybe Uchechi Ejiofor. I think that is the best word, the best name, because that is reality actually. We are going to begin with the voice of Uchechi Ejiofor, the former wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. By the time you listen to this voice note, you will understand. You will begin to ask yourself, this Biafra Unite, this guy called Biafra, called Odinanwa, this guy, this man, Odinanwa, from Biafra Unite TV. Who is he? I know me to know, but you are going to listen to this voice note this evening, and you will be shocked to your bone marrow, especially if you haven't heard it before. If this is the first time you are hearing it, you will be shocked to your bone marrow. You know why I said so? You know why I said you'll be wondering, you start asking, who is this guy? Because this is exactly what I have told you very many years ago. And things are beginning to unfold now. And I'm just sitting one side. I'm looking, watching, and laughing. I'm just watching and laughing, looking at some morons who have deceived our people over the years. But now, the truth is being revealed one after the other. I told you that my only aim in this very quest for Biafra is the restoration of Biafra, nothing else. My only target is the restoration of Biafra. Any other thing outside this, Akam Aderoya, Akam Opam Aderoya. So for the fact that my only objective is to restore Biafra for mankind, that is the reason why every single thing that I say has no any other alternative other than to be truth. No, I have no right to tell you anything that is not truth, because my only objective is to restore Biafra for all of us to enjoy, so that our people will no longer be killed in South Africa and any other part of the world. My people, things are happening. So without further ado or further preambles, I want you to pay attention to the voice of Uchechi Ejiofor. Okuzioku. Then I will refresh your memory. I will remind you many years ago that I have told you that this woman is no longer the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has left her. I even swore with my life, I said, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and continues with this woman, if I tell you, in fact, anything also go memo, fam, mark aya bad for life, forever. Pay attention and listen for yourself.
No. A quick one, yeah. I just called Prince Darlington and I blocked him. So instead the child goes there now, my block of Wagi.
I just called Prince Darlington and I blocked him. After they spoke, she blocked him. And now that after sending you this voice note, block or go. Pay attention.
And I want you to send this voice note to Unyindu because I'm not gonna know.
And I want you.
You know, I'm that now. Okay, and actually is when you actually sit down and discuss what is not truth. Yeah, that is what gossip is. And concoct things that are not in existence. And Umuoki will be very good at that.
O wee sị na ụmụ nwoke Igbo bụzi ndị asịrị. Na ụmụ nwoke Igbo are good at gossiping. I concur. Achịnikwala m aka enu for that one. Ka a na-aga n'ubi ka ji n'aka. O nwere ebe mkpọ. I am taking you to somewhere. No nwere ebe mkpọ ga-aga na this voice note. Pay attention, please.
And I can't stand it. Okay? So if ever you and I have had conversations, and that is the conversation that took place when Onyendu was taking, and is what is true out there. Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya. He was taken in Kenya. He was arrested in Kenya.
In order to correct her, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not arrested in Kenya. He was kidnapped in Kenya. I know you are doing the bidding of the enemies, so it is impossible for you to use the word kidnapped. You can't. Have you seen any Nigerian agent before or a Nigerian politician who used the word that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya? Have you ever seen anything like that? Such a thing can never happen. Every Nigerian politician will always say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in Kenya, even when they know that it was an abduction, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never went through the due process of extradition. And you can never see them use the word that he was extraordinary rendition or that he was, abducted and forcefully brought back to Nigeria. They can never use these words. They will always tell you that he was arrested in Kenya and extradited to Nigeria. This is what they will always tell you. And Uchechi Ejiofor is right there on top of the list. Now, pay attention.
And then what was he doing in Kenya? I did not know that he was in Kenya.
She said that she did not know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya. This is not even where we are coming. I'm taking you somewhere. She said that she did not know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya, which is a typical lie from the pit of hell. Yes, she did not know Gekwante. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not tell her that he was going to Kenya. Pay attention and listen very attentively. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not tell this evil woman that he was going to Kenya, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not just run away from British government in United Kingdom. He simply ran away for Uchechi Kanu. I have said this time without number. Oh yes, there was a time. UK police invited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They did not invite Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of agitation, because in Europe, where they know what democracy is all about, free speech is allowed. There is freedom of speech. And it's only in the zoo that they tell you that there is freedom of speech, but freedom after speech is not guaranteed. Such a thing is not allowed in any developed country that they practice true democracy. Freedom of speech and freedom after speech is 100% allowed. 110% allowed. If you think that I have smeared your name, if you think that I have tarnished your image, if you think that I have bullied you on internet or whatever, defamation of character, you sue me to court. Nobody goes to prison for that. I can only pay a fine if I am found guilty. It was because of this evil woman called Uchechi Ejiofor that the UK police invited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, although I don't know about the assassination attempt, the cause of the assassination attempt that Kanu Takano talked about a couple of weeks ago. I don't know about that one. I don't know where it's coming from. I know that there was something like that, but I don't know where it's coming from. I can't tell. But I can tell you authoritatively that this woman was on a move to set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu up and completely ruined Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, completely bring him down in United Kingdom. 100%, I can tell you that one for free. And you know her anger. Her main anger is that I will come there. Hold your thought. I will come there. I'm not in a hurry this night. I will come there. I will come there. I will tell you her anger. Pay attention to this.
He took his bag and said he was going for a meeting. And look who were in a certain place. I want you to send this voice note to him.
Wait. She said something here now, and we need to listen to it. Pay attention, please.
And said he was going for a meeting. He took his bag and said he was going for a meeting.
Listen. She said she is not aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya or was going to Kenya. And I told you that she was aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya. Not that there's a difference between I am going to Kenya and I am in Kenya. She didn't know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was going to Kenya, but she knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya. Pay attention to this, please.
In Kenya, I did not know that he was in Kenya.
She knew.
He took his bag and said he was going for a meeting.
He took his bag and said he was going for a meeting. That time, he did not go to Kenya because they were living in the United Kingdom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left UK to Germany. And according to Kanu Takano, he said that there was an assassination attempt in a place called Leeds, in a city or town, whatever, in UK called Leeds. And they took him from Leeds to Ireland, Republic of Ireland. From Ireland, they flew him to Germany. So probably before the assassination attempt was the last time this woman saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where she said he took his bag and said he was going for a meeting. Because going by the word of Kanu Takano, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said he flew from Germany to UK, to Leeds, and picked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, lodged him in a hotel for a few hours, and then they left from Leeds through a boat to Republic of Ireland. That is how they entered Ireland, and from Ireland, they went to Germany. So this woman said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu took his bag and said he was going for a meeting. Probably that is when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left his house. She started by, he took his bag and said he was going for a meeting. No way di na nwunye na anaghị eso okwu. Gee. Don't be in a hurry. Gee.
And said he was going for a meeting. And Okwa who were in a starting place. I want you to send this voice note to him. Okwa who were one person has refused to change. Now, I the other person and that other person has said, I want a divorce.
Did you hear that? I have been vindicated. Not quite long ago, somebody called me on phone and said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has settled with his wife, Moyamu. Do you know one word I told him? I told him that if Mazi, the same thing I have said in the public, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you or anybody told you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has settled with this evil woman, it's just for formalities. I tapped my chest and I told him that there is no any way, no Jupiter we make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to continue marrying this woman when he's freed, when he's out of prison. Because onye malu mmadụ mma anaghị ahọ ya mbọ. All those times you see, anytime you see me making exposition, I am not making exposition, you know, for my sake or for my own benefit. No, I'm making exposition for Biafrans under supervision or under the watch of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, even though they are not watching. Even now that they are not outside, they are in. If you see me making exposition, I am making exposition under the watch of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. Because the same thing I do when they are not around is the same thing I would do when they are around. You understand? So you can't see me talking about something that I know that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was outside, he would be angry at me. I can never do that. Simply because he's not around. It is impossible for me to do it. 100%. The same way we fought a Jofo, today, where is a Jofo? The same way we fought DOS, today, where is DOS? The same way we fought Uchechi Ejiofor, today, where is Uchechi Ejiofor? You are going to hear for yourself here. Listen and pay attention. Listen to her.
One person has refused to change. Now, after the other person, and that other person has said, I want a divorce.
Did you hear that? She said that Dina Wunye Soku. Manoku aruzie to the extent na one person na atonye nke ọzọ afụfụ, and that person onye nke ọzọ asị na ya chọrọ a divorce. Let me interpret. The other person says na ya chọrọ a divorce. She mentioned it, and the other person say na ya chọrọ a divorce. Pay attention.
And Okwa in a starting place. I want you to send this voice note to him. One person has refused to change. Now, after the other person, and that other person has said, I want a divorce. Then, the one can make it refuse the divorce. And then went there and married someone else and started to live a different life, bought a house, living his life, abandoning that other woman in the UK.
Now, she has lied against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. She claimed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya, bought a house in Kenya, and married another wife in Kenya. This is what this woman labeled Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know if anybody's paying attention. She lied that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya, bought a house in Kenya, and married a wife in Kenya. How long does it take to find a wife? And how long does it take to settle down with a wife and get married to her? Why especially a man no bona why mepe abanyego mmiri na ntị ngacha ya see the other side the wopia. A man of that nature, a man of the caliber of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man that has seen what a bad wife could do to his life. Do you think such a man can just rush into a relationship within 1 month, 2 months, or highest 3 months? They are already married. Do you think such a thing can happen? Do you think, especially in a foreign land, do you think that such a thing can happen? A man that has seen it all from a bad wife. It can never happen. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya and stayed only but 3 months. before he was kidnapped. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never bought a house in Kenya. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not buy a house in Kenya, according to what I know, unless they have any other evidence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu buying a house in Kenya, they should bring it on. But based on what I know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not buy a house in Kenya. Who bought the house for him? But this woman now lied that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya and got married to another woman, which is a typical lie. Uchechi Ejiofor is a pathological liar. All of these things she's doing is to paint Mazi Nnamdi Kanu black and blue, to paint him evil, to make him look like a devil. Oh, abandoning the other woman. Why she has already said here with her own mouth that she said she needed a divorce. She said that she told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that she needs a divorce. In the same message, she said again that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya and abandoned her in UK. How could you say that he abandoned you in UK when you have already said to him directly that you need a divorce? Am I the only one paying attention? Let us listen to her again.
He took his bag and said he was going for a meeting. And Okwa in a certain place. I want you to send this voice note to him. One person has refused to change. Now, I got the other person at home, and that other person I said, I want a divorce. Then the one can make it in why refuse the divorce. So like a meeting. And then went there and married someone else and started to live a different life, bought a house, living his life, abandoning that other woman in the UK with their child. This is the conversation that you had a conversation as well with someone, and I had to make that known that now
I can do it, yes I can do it. Oh, I can do it, yes I can do it. I can do it, yes I can do it.
To write that now Monachinas and gossip, turning people's heart from God will punish that person that gave me. Mark my word today. Write it down. Write it down. This place, no.
Now, you have heard it from Uchechi that Neana Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Anoziano, that she herself requested a divorce before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left UK. She herself requested a divorce. Right? Good. How many of you remember many years ago when I told you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer in marriage with this woman called Uchechi? Uchechi Ejiofor. How many of you remember? Let me know in the comment section. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has ended his marriage with Uchechi Ejiofor. How many of you remember? Now, that is not even the matter here. Let me now tell you why Uchechi was fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Uchechi Ejiofor wanted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to stop Biafra agitation. The moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left Israel to UK. I've never said this before, but I'm saying it now. Say, hey, how? Pay attention, cool down. Otu can see Gwagu that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya from the house of Canon Takano. People thought it was a joke. Uchechi, come out. I challenge you. I know you are watching. Come out and tell us what was the cause of your quarrel with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we're going to brew rumor now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jidelia with no cheat. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jidelia with work. No, those things are mahomakia. Man, even Agwagi today, Uchechi Ejiofor started fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left Israel to UK. Uchechi told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that she wants him to drop Biafra agitation. Uchechi, come out and debunk it. I challenge you. And if you don't debunk it today, tomorrow, one day, go pota. They confess. Yeah, this thing I'm saying today, the same way Kanu confessed. No, Kenya. Initially, they were pretending, all of them were pretending, Kenya. All of them, Makano Takano, my DOS, all of them were pretending that they did not know the whereabouts of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because they knew that Obu na Fakwete na Farmer, Ebe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no. Then they need to come out and tell Biafrans what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of them, they pretended. Nobody knew where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a ghost. Nobody knew where he was. Until Ayanu Zenonundi Zoo from Malami, Abubakar Malami, that they have kidnapped and rendition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the zoo. They sealed it completely. Nobody knew. Nobody heard about it. Because they knew that we would have asked them what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of them, Fago, no chicha, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same way this woman is denied, no matter Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yotago, this woman I'm telling you today, mark today's date, 30th of June, 30th of June 2026. This woman will come out and tell Biafrans the reason why Yana Mazi Nnamdi Ojuwe no so Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jog choi buye self where demand there a divorce. She wanted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to drop the Biafra agitation, knowing fully well that the destiny of millions of Biafrans, Nonaka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, including your destiny, my destiny, all our destinies, are in the hands of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yet this woman wanted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to drop Biafra agitation. The same thing the zoo wanted from him, to drop Biafra agitation. So what does that tell you? That the woman is that very Delilah that we called her from beginning is what she is. Delilah. Uchechi, come out and debunk me. Mobu no bulo ife budolo kugana Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ne cholo ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cause end their Biafra agitation completely. If that is not the reason why you pick up a war against him, come out and debunk it. I'm waiting for you. Come out and debunk it. Before we go further, before we say anything concerning this again, first of all, come out and debunk it. I am challenging you today. Come out and debunk it. Now, we move to another segment of this very program because now Ochalowagoku now. This very program Ochalowagoku now.
Ndị ọzọ na-ekwu repentant Boko Haram, anyị na-ekwu repentant IPOB or repentant ESN. Why a ga-eji egbu ndị ka anyị? Ndị be anyị ndewo ọnụ. Ihe m na-ekwu na mgbede a bụ maka ihe mere na Anambra steeti na ụbọchị ole.
The video of Owazirike which I'm going to analyze is not this one. I'm going to analyze the one he made today. This one, he made it 3 days ago. So, but for the fact that the one he made today started, or he said that he is doing it in order to respond or to finish up the one he made before, which is this one I'm playing now. That is the reason why it is important for me to play this. I'm not going to analyze this one. I'm going to allow this one to play. Then the one that I'm going to analyze is the current or the fresh one that he made today. Because Okuralo there. Because the analyze was here both the thumbnail, the title, the headline of this very broadcast, we are going to analyze everything because we will learn a lot from what we are going to get out of what Wazirike is going to say. Pay attention, please.
Egesiala m ihe gbasalụ ogbugbu egburu ndị a. Enwere ebe m nọ asị na ndị a gburu mmadụ ma ọ bụ na ha gburu ndị police ma ndị amị ma anybody. M nụrụ na ha gara pụtara na-azọ ndị mmadụ zọrọcha ha phones, zọrọ ha nka mana emepụ onye ha gburu, mana a bịara na-afụ ozu ndị mmadụ nkọrọ ebe niile. Ma na-ajụsị ndị Igbo ihe niile anyị na-eme ka wee kụwara anyị aka ka ọ gịnị. Ụmụaka agajiela ụzọ gbochie ị na-egbu ụmụaka anyị. O nweghị ụzọ ọzọ. Ndị anyị na-agbagbu ndị ebe ọkwa ndị Igbo ọ ka akwụwara anyị aka. Abịa n'ugwu Awụsa, federal gọọmenti sị ndị Boko Haram niile ejidere na ha wụzi repentant Boko Haram, sisi hapụ ha tiejuo ha n'amị. Last time ọ bụrụ how many? 700 and something, more than 700 and something. Ụmụ nwunye ha na ụmụaka ha karịrị 1 million or something. Carry 1 million, yes. The total of them is about 1,700,000 and something. Hapụcha ha. Some of them are not ajọ ha mmadụ ole ka unu gburu. Ha sị na ha gburu 200, some ha gburu 250. Ndị a niile a na-egbu ma ndị amị ma ndị police ma civilians. Mana I consider as repentant. All the Biafra man were repentant Biafrans. Repentant Biafran ESN.
Shame on you, Wazirike. He said, I said I'm not going to analyze it, but I'm going to end the video here so I can be able to play the current one. Epic gone what I wanted to pick. Shame on you, Wazirike. First of all, also na normal as in Nnamdi Kanu. So that means if you find a member, what they are trying to do, Boke Konye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more case nisi in order to avoid releasing him. There's absolutely nothing else they can do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When any other thing they can do, ebugo propaganda. Oh, na chozi ikpe yikpe onwu, achozi ka egbuo ya egbuo, ka. There is absolutely nothing else they can do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because obone share by this very broadcast. Obone ka atusaro ya. Do the needful now as we move into the next video. What they want to do is to make sure that they end any plan of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason why Wazirike and his co-criminals, the likes of Chibuze Guato and co, have been saying Nnamdi Kanu, including that evil woman, somebody, Chimezie, Neka Chimezie. All of them are trying to use this opportunity. Ndị anụnwa ji wepụta this video of first of all, the first video that came out was the videos of Biafra Liberation Army, which they read Code of Conduct, IPOB Code of Conduct. From there, the other recruited ones, which I don't know them. The other recruited ones, which I don't know, Potakwa did the same thing. Unfortunately, these ones that they recruited newly, which we don't know who they are not prepared. They don't have any military training. They are not even either ESN or BLA, whatever they are not. But they tag themselves ESN, Red Code of Conduct, and sworn allegiance to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and told DOS, the saboteurs, the ex-DOS, that once you are being sacked, you are sacked. And if you look at those videos, apart from the ones that the Biafra Liberation Army made, the very first 4 videos that was first circulated, apart from that one, including all of them that was called under Commander Igwe Butozo, those 4 videos, first 4 videos, those 4, apart from them, the other following videos that they started sharing on social media, if you look at them, you see that these people are not prepared. They are not prepared. They are not trained. They are not well dressed. They are not even armed. Which was also acknowledged here, that they are not armed. And then there is this idiot called Chibuze Guato that was carrying propaganda. Ndị egbu ọtag ha ESN si na ha gara aga zuori phone. So onye ori ọbụla ejide na ala Igbo bụzi ESN and BLA. Chibuze Guato koye ni no koludi. I'm not here to debunk him because he no reach. He doesn't worth my time. He does not worth my time. So I cannot come here now and start debunking nonsense. Now, as if that is not enough, Owazurike is trying his best to tag everything to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but it's not going to work. And I want to make you understand this evening that Biafran people are not going to beg the zoo for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody is going to beg Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody. If it's for a beg, Nelson Mandela would have died in jail. If it's for begging, Oliver Cromwell would have died in jail. If it's for begging, somebody Washington would have died in jail. If it's for begging, even Nnamdi Azikiwe, I will tell you no, would have died in jail. If it's for begging, Awolowo would have died in jail also under colonial masters. If it's for begging, Mahatma Gandhi would have died in jail. Nobody begs oppressor to free a freedom fighter. You fight them out of the prison. That is how it works. It's not by a begging. Nobody is begging Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No. You fight them out of prison. That is how it works. Then Owazurike went further to say, why not have repentant IPOB? Shame on you. Somebody said to fiakwa. Somebody said to fiakwa. We cannot have repentant IPOB. The criminals in the ex-DOS criminals did it. They did it under Soludo. Soludo came out to tell us that they now have repentant IPOB. And the criminals in the Chike Dozie and his gang made it possible for Soludo to have repentant IPOB. But the real agitators, the real...
Courir. Courir pour être à l'heure. Courir après les révisions. Courir 4 étages. La vie est un marathon. Alors maximisez votre hydratation avec Hydraphys, l'hydratation des athlètes du quotidien.
Of criminals and IPOB, it is never in any way a criminal organization. Anybody can go and commit crime. You ask them, they say they are fighting for Biafra. It has nothing to do with Biafra. The people that you people are sharing their pictures, that they unalive them, this and that, has nothing to do with Biafra. Onye zuziori na Igbo ataga ya IPOB. Onye kwa iko na Igbo ataga ya IPOB. Onye tolu mmadu na Igbo ataga ya IPOB. But remember, we are not begging anybody not to tag IPOB. The truth of the matter remains that the world knows that what we are looking for is freedom, nothing else. You can call us any name that you like. We don't really care. Now, it did not end there, because we are about to begin to analyze the current video of Uwazurike, where he actually sold Ndibo. Uwazurike sold Ndibo completely. So now, pay very good attention. Let us begin with the current video of Rafu Uwazurike. So, pay attention, please. Let's move.
Nke will follow up to the last video mere. Ndị be ndị one. Nke will follow up to the last video mere. Mana video anụ na-eme ugbu a, ọ dị ka meeting na ụmụ ya na-enwe. Meeting a bụ meeting mụnwa na members of the Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army ga-enwe.
In correction, let me correct this before he continues. He never had any meetings with the members of the Biafra Liberation Army. Uwazurike did not in any way whatsoever had meeting with BLA. They cannot even respond to him. They can never respond to his call, because nobody is a kid. We all know when Uwazurike went to prison. We know what happened, which we'll be talking about in moving forward. So please pay attention to this.
Enwere m agenda for meeting a ọ nọ n'ihu m ebe a. Mgbe na-adịghị anya, m ga-atọ ọnụ 70 years.
Okay.
Mgbe na-adịghị anya, m ga-adị 70 years of age. N'ala Igbo, ọ bụ ihe arụ agadi nwoke nọ ụmụ ya na-anwụ n'ihu ya, maka na ọ bụ ụmụaka amụtara na-etolite lie nna ha mgbe nna ha ga-anwụ. Ọ bụ arụ n'ala Igbo agadi nwoke ji aka ya na-ebi ụmụ ya. Ọ m ji na-eme vidio a. Vidio ikpeazụ m mere ọ ihe gbasalụ ụmụ anyị nọ n'ime ọhịa na-ata afụfụ si na na-agba mbọ inwere onwe, ka m hụrụ esi na-ebugharị ozu ha. mana si o teela ebugharịwara ozu ụmụ anyị ọhịa m ji mee vidiyo ahụ mana taa m chọrọ ime the issue address.
Owazurike, stop lying to your ancestors. Did you conduct any investigation to confirm na ozu ndị Chibuze Egwuato wepụtalụ na social media bụ ndị ESN? Did you conduct any investigation? The Zoo Terrorist Janjaweed Army press release. Ha gwalụ gị ebe ha si wee bute which camp ha gara ga gbagbuo ha. Ha edelụ akpọrọ afafa. O nwere ndị nwe ha pụtalụnụ na claim ozu ha. Ọ sị na ha ma onye ha bụ. Do they know anything? How did you investigate? At least nke ha gburu na ndị ha gburu na Ọkaigwe, which na mụnwa na onwe m jikwa mee program. Ndị nwe ha claim ozu ha. Beo ya, aịfụ n'anya. Ndị akafa dị ọcha galakwa ozu galụ mee wakekeeping na-anata agbagbuchie ha mmadụ atọ na Ọkaigwe just day before yesterday. Aịfụrụ ya. So the ones Chibuze Egwuato nọ na-achịa si na ha bụ egbe, one useless commander ọkpọrọ afọ ya kwụsị ha, holduo ha there, ha bụkwa egbe. The many people n'ime Siana, the so-called commander jide ha there naanị ya so ya nwa wee kpọwazie call wee send ya House of Representative, sendizie ndị Joint Task Force, ndị amị na ndị wee gbaa ha gbagbuo ha. So ha nọrọ there. One useless vigilante commander jide ha there, ha bụkwa egbe o. Ha nọrọ there chegide until ndị amị abịa gbaa ha egbe gbawusie ha. Ha nọrọ there n'ime moto there na-eche, and ha bụkwa ESN eme ife. Akaligo mmadụ ịpụta ji propaganda na confuse m. I have gone beyond that. And Biafrans emepego anya, especially those chọrọ imepe anya. All that same idiotic story Chibuze Egwuato nwadiani Jo Igbokwe kwuru kọlụ na social media na Facebook ka ịpụtalụ ji na agadi nwoke dokago iji na-emere okwu. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not ashamed of it? So your brain could not be able to compute in order to pick the lies and propaganda in every single thing that idiot to call na video. You couldn't pick it. Oh my God.
Issue anụ na-eme address bụ advice. Advice ka m na-enye unu. As nna.
Okay.
To nwa ya.
Okay. Bring it on.
Advice onye nna.
Bring it on.
Na-enye ụmụ ya. Ọtụtụ n'ime unu nọ n'ọhịa taa nọ with a genuine mind na ịnọ n'ahịa ọhịa ka a ga-eji enweta Biafra.
Okay.
Ọtụtụ n'ime unu nọkwa n'ọhịa nọ with a genuine mind na anọ n'ọhịa na ọ ga-enye aka ka erelize Nnamdi Kanu. Mana eziokwu ka m ga-agwa unu taa.
Kwukene ya.
Ịnọ n'ime ọhịa buru egbe na-achọ Biafra ama nwetewuru anyị Biafra.
Ị nụrụ ya? So Owazurike, ihe nchọzi ka ịgwazi anyị ikwugo na ịnọ n'ime ọhịa buru egbe ama nwetenwuru anyị Biafra. Good and fine. Ọya abụrụ gị fifele. Nimesi, this your speech at the end.
Quand la chaleur s'installe, Ayrton simplifie la climatisation. Installation simple ou accompagnée par nos experts. Mise en service en 20 minutes. Le confort, été comme hiver. Ayrton, la simplicité dans l'air.
Eba kaya nozi connect was the dot of your impunity. not just in the struggle, but in Igbo as a whole. Continue.
Kama na ọ ga-eme inweta Biafra laghachi azụ. So eziokwu ka m ga-agwa unu.
Somebody said no voice. Obo ezioku, let me know if my voice is coming out, please.
Maka na enweghị uru ọ ga-abara m ịtụrụ unu achị. Mana ịnọkwa n'ime ọhịa sị ka a nọ n'ime ọhịa mmaja gọọmenti. Amaja ha ka ha were hapụ Nnamdi Kanu. Achị ka ọ bụ. Enweghị ha ga-emegide ga-emajawo federal gọọmenti. Ha hapụ Nnamdi Kanu based on ịmajaga ha. Ọ gaghị ekwe omume. Ị gaghị emewu intimidate the federal government.
Okay.
Ịnọkwa n'ime ọhịa na-eyi ndị mmadụ egwu si na na-eme sit at home every Monday or any other day. Or iti ego sit at home for 7 days in a week.
Una frebe na-aga. Ọkwa new video. Ọkwa new video melu today. Tata bụ 30th of June. Ọkwa new video. Una frebe na-aga. Pay attention, please.
For the next 100 years.
Remember okwuru si na ibu egbe n'ọlụ n'ime ọfịa ama nweta Biafra and ọma mkpọpụta Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Remember that, because we have questions for Owazurike. Go ahead.
Federal government has a Congo as far as on the southeast.
Owazurike. Anyway, continue.
Maka ọ gaghị enwe any impact in Nigeria.
Okay.
Onwegodi impact ọ ga-enwe federal gọọmenti amakwe ka ọ bụrụ nọ under intimidation.
Okay.
Ka ha ga-eji eyi edu.
Okay.
Na ihe unu na-ekwu.
Okay.
So ọhịa m ji esi ka m kọwara unu ọfụma. Na ihe a unu nọ n'ime ọhịa taa anaghị ehepụ ndị Igbo.
Okay.
Ọ naghị ehepụ Biafra.
Okay.
Ọ naghị ehepụ unu n'onwe unu.
Okay. No problem.
Unu n'anya.
Na-ekwu na
Chi na-enwe ihe a na-echenji. Ihe na-agbanwe. Nke a na-enye unu ugbu a Wespo. Unu ga-ebu n'obi. Ọkwụnụ hụ this state policing.
State
federal
police.
government na-achị tinye now.
State policing, yes.
Ọ ga-enye unu nsogbu.
Okay.
Unu na ndị nọ n'ime ọhịa.
Okay. Now, hold that thought.
Ọ ga-enye unu ezigbota nsogbu na south east.
Okay. Hold that thought. Continue. Finish here first.
Maka na south east enwere that large land mass. Ị ga-eji south east compare north.
Okay. Now, for this one, Oku, now, I have a message. I have a message. Very, very important message. We are going to continue here. We will continue here. But let me show you something else before we proceed with Owazurike's rhetorics. Because I have a message for him. For that particular thing, Oku. Please, let us watch this briefly before we proceed.
You should know that nobody ever conceived the idea of state police to sort out security. If the Nigerian police, if the Nigerian military cannot solve security situations in Nigeria, I wonder how the state police would be able to do that. All that we know is that the president and the governors are looking for state police before the elections so that they use them as political thugs.
Okay. That's all. This is what I want to pick from here. He said that if the army and police, air force, and all of them have failed to deal with the issue of security or insecurity in the zoo, then that the state police cannot be the answer. Now, This is a response to Ralph Sabo Owazurike. But my own message is this. My own message to both Ralph Sabo Owazurike and anybody that Ralph Sabo Owazurike is deceiving is that, listen, we know the meaning of state policing. State police is part of the things, part of the agreement reached between General Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, and of course, Yakubu Gowon in Aburi, which is everybody go and mind your region. State policing. So, which Yakubu Gowon thwarted that very agreement and refused to obey and maintain the agreement. Now, if they come now to talk about state policing, it will still remain the same thing that happened in 1967 before the genocidal war against the Biafrans. But even if they succeed in creating state police, let me allay this fear now before Owazurike's, rhetorics begin to cripple in. State policing means that every state, every police in each state would be managed by the locals. That is state police. If you are from Anambra State, every police in Anambra State will now be in the Anambra. So it will no longer be a Danchiki from Kotongori coming to be a police officer in Anambra State. It's no longer be like that. So it's going to be policed by the Anambra State people. Now, there is already state police in power. There's already state police. Agona Chamber is doing the work of police. AVG is doing the work of police. Ndakodo are doing the work of police. Oka Vigilante are doing the work of police. All the local vigilantes are all doing the job of police. And they did not end there. Even the police and Zu Janjaweed jihadist army that come from Sahel to work here, you know what they do? They cannot go anywhere without the inner or in-house saboteurs who are going to lead them to wherever they are going. How did they invade Mother Valley? They invaded Mother Valley with locals, the likes of the idiot Kesh also. They invaded. Kesh also played a vital role in them invading Mother Valley. This Kesh also has been there all along when men were powering, when things were going well. Men were there, very, very active and prepared. This idiot called Kesh also did not come. They were able to penetrate Mother Valley. You understand? This is pure truth and is in the public. Because state policing can never change anything because state policing is already in place. And let me use this opportunity in time to send serious message and warning to everyone, Igbo especially. In case, if this state policing, Messi and where you see, if we're not as Igbo, maybe in our eposugi na north, maybe eposugi na Kotongori, or eposugi na Sokoto, or eposugi na Medugri, or eposugi na Kiana na Yoruba land. all of a sudden now state police na-enwe isi enatazie na ana Igbo. He feels here that na your problem ya bụ Biafra agitators. Ọ ya abụkwa ife jọgburu onwe ya na njọ. Ọ ya abụkwa ife alụ. You will be seen as a saboteur, you will be seen as an oppressor, and you will be dealt with. You will be dealt with as an oppressor. I'm telling you the truth. I am telling you the truth. You will be dealt with as an oppressor. No matter the language you speak. Nata. Your problem. You will be dealt with. You will be treated like an oppressor. And you know what that means. So you do ijuayo, enataru ijuayo, a pakiano so. Where here, anwakwala anwa, sinogu ayabu a stumbling block against umunegi, sina actually in simply because in Nigeria chinyalogi black and black, you will be regarded as a traitor, as a saboteur, as a sellout, and you will be treated as one. So, this is my honest message to Ndi Igbo, especially Igbo youth. Kale Dizikobu, MLO State Police, Igbo buezi onwe ha. Be very, very careful. You must tread with caution. Be very, very careful. Don't allow Soludo to use you. Don't allow Hope Uzodinma to use you. Okay, come man, he resign and ga choy fe yalo. Because Ogoa, amahokwa language. Ogoa amaho language. The only thing Ogoa ama bo uniform. Ogoa no ama bo uniform. Yana ndi bu egbe bia na ebucha shi umu Igbo. That's the only thing Ogoa ama. Ogoa amaho language. Ogoa amahokwa language. You must understand this. No Ogoa amaho language. So, this is my message to Ndi Igbo. And again, I want you to bear in mind that state policing can never work. In the zoo, how could you convince a northern politician? How are you vote here in a house? How are you vote here? They are higher in number. How would you convince a Fulani politician? Naro police. No, this on Sunday not. Kaboko Haram Yanebu. Memezie state policing. Obuzi on Sunday not. Not an ass. Not a police. Kaboko Haram Yanebu. Are they possible? Now they will not agree. No matter what way you may gara. When we federal politician kuru. Or say in a police state policing cannot work. Because Fulani politicians who are, who are in charge of terrorism in Nigeria will not allow only the Northerners to be unalived by their terrorist gangs in the North. It's not possible. So it's not going to work. Now, this is my message to Wazirike and, of course, to my people, Igbo youths. Let's continue.
Source of Kogi State, Southeast Uborabo.
It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a big lie. It's quite unfortunate. No Wazirike allowed this type of propaganda and rhetorics to trend. Somebody like Wazirike opened his mouth and said that Kogi State alone is bigger than the entire Southeast twice. Now, continue. Let me check something in the background. Continue first.
Source of Sambisa Forest, Southeast Uborabo. So the moment after through this legislation now, up into operation, ebe aka m ga-ekwudebe ya ma n'oru mgbe ahụ unu lotekwe na ngwara ya unu oru mgbe ahụ lotekwe na ngwara ya unu enweghị protection unu nwere taa. Unu jụọ onwe na ajụjụ. Lee ihe na-eme na Naịjirịa. Were kene onwe gị na-azụ onye ESN dowe one side. Were onye Boko Haram dowe na one side. Kedu onye federal gọọmenti ga-eche ozi? Ọ Boko Haram. Mana ihe unu na-eme erughị one quarter of ihe ha na-eme. Mmadụ na-egbu eru one quarter of mmadụ ha na-egbu. Mkpamkpa unu na-eme eru one quarter of mkpamkpa ha na-eme. Because ha dị protected. Onye na-protect unu? Lele, upon ihe niile ha na-egbu, egude ha, asị ya ga-etinye ha n'amị, sị na ha dipente na nke unu ma. Ọtụtụ n'ime ha na-egude etinye na ime polis. Ndị gudere ha ga-etinye na polis steshọn mgbe a na-echiga aza hapụchi ha. A na-egudecha ndị bụ egbe. Ọkwa unu ha na-ekwu ya, ọkwa na ahụ ya na soshal midia. Ịbụ na South ebe a, egudecha ha ndị abụ egbe niile a, eburu ha gaa na polis steshọn. Ego ga-anọ nke a, asụ na biya hapụchi ha ncha. Because ha nwere protection from the federal government. Ọwachi ka m na-atụ. Ele onye na-enye unu protection nke unu? Ndị agha na-asị unu gaa n'ime ọhịa gaa nọrọ. Ha na-enyekwa unu protection. Ha na-enyekwa unu protection. Enwere the capacity to protect you. Enwere the capacity. Kedu ebe ha nọ? Otu a m nọ kịta. Ọ bụrụ na m fụrụ na Biafra na ya ga-eji enweta ya bụ ịga n'ime ọhịa gaa nọrọ, mụ ha ga-ebu ụzọ aga n'ime ọhịa ha gaa nọrọ.
Mumu man. Owazurike. Owazurike that sold Biafra. Owazurike, I want you to know that we know your history. We know your history. Owazurike was arrested in 2005. Right? After 2005, when Owazurike was arrested, Owazurike stayed in prison 2007, which made it 2 years. Owazurike stayed 2 years in Kuje. After spending 2 years in Kuje, Owazurike was released in 2007. After he was released in 2007 and signed an agreement with the government of Obasanjo, Owazurike never spoken about Biafra again. So how do you want to go and let's continue first. Okay.
Upon bido Biafra in 1999 na Lagos, so 6 months small latter east. Since I am latter east, she will bomb na east tap or gay boss. John Omo na ajụjụ.
Why ye pụọ? Owazurike pụta bịa gwa anyị na ọ bụ na Nigeria government. Oh, Owazurike, I am aware the agreement is signed in 2007 with the zoo government is that you can never leave Nigeria. That is your agreement. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to be released today under political solution, which is how you came out, Owazurike, can you be ashamed of yourself for once? Do you think we are cowards? Do you think we are fools? Do you think we don't know what happened, what transpired? in 2007. Uwazurike, you signed an agreement. Ibinyelu Nigeria kana akwụkwọ na man lapu Nigeria, you can never travel out of Nigeria. Pụta ṅụọ iyi na ọ bụ na international passport ga-anọghọ na Abuja. Pụta bịa ṅụọ iyi. Pụta bịa ṅụọ iyi na international passport go anọghọ na Abuja. In 2007. I don't know what might have happened now, whether you renew or if they allow you to renew. But I'm not sure. I don't think so. Because there is no need of allowing you to renew when you have an agreement with the government that you can never leave Nigeria. Uwazurike, I challenge you. Pota, we're international passport to go pota. Ka efunanya ni nwere international passport. I'm na ihe m na-ekwu. Pota with international passport to give me pay I for your name for the validity of that passport. I for the year OEMS spy, mobile camera spy. We want to see your international passport. I'm a fagemalo egwaga yoberogi ya clock 70 years. So there you have nothing. I'm a village, you have nothing to hide. So put outside to go say your international passport. You have absolutely nothing to hide. I'm unable. Malo village, we know everything about you, including your name. Porta, go sign your international passport. I for the validity. Your passport no Abuja. So how can you leave Nigeria when you have an agreement in 2007 that you can never travel out of Nigeria? Is that not among the agreements you had with Nigeria government before I happen via political solution? Because you can never agitate for Biafra again. Uwazurike, you are hitting 70 years very soon. Kedefe na aro iji kpata ego. Uwazurike, you were charged mbelo ya na Surulere. Kedefe na aro iji kpata ego wee nwezie hostel, nwee hotels na Owerri. Wee rụọ mansion na Okwe. You know, this idiot thought we don't know who he is. Kedefe na aro, because after ke gasle nga wee puta, before nga, you had no property. You were living in Surulere. You had no property. You had no house. Eroho no. Onwe hi nwere. Iwe gasia nga wee puta buruzie ogaranya. Ruzie mansion. Rusia hotels na Owerri. Rusia hostel. Uwazurike kedebi kpọwala afi na ele bunyalugi ike. Come out and tell us. Maọbụ na ọ bụrụ political solution bunyalugi ike in 2007. Uwazurike gwa anyị ife na alụ iji wee bute ike wee bụrụ ọgaranya. What is your business? What is your business? Kedebe company gị nọ? Ke company gị? Iji wee rụọ mansion na Okwe. Wee rụsịa hotels na Owerri. Uwazurike, what is your business? What is your job? Ihe nyelu gị ego. Epụta imepe ọnụ na-ekwu okwu. Ifela anara eme gị agadi nwoke dịka gị. Ihe agaghị azụ ike. Ifela anara eme gị. Epụta na-agwa anyị okwu gbasara Nnamdi Kanu. You should be ashamed of yourself. How long ka ị nọrọ na nga? Ị nọrọ na nga 2 years. Ị nọrọ na nga 2 years. Wee ga-abịa n'ofe aka n'akwụkwọ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu serve go that 2 years already between 2015 to 2017. Ọ nọ na nga since 2021, yeah, 2026 ka anọ na. 30th. 3 days ago, on the 27th. On the 27th, 3 days ago, Melia complete 5 years. Ebu Natal Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na Nigeria from Kenya. He has been inside since then till today. Onwebodi ka offer na-enye bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu to leave Biafra. He said no. Ifela anara emego nwa binyere aka n'akwụkwọ arapụgo bunye gị ego compensate ya gị. After ụmụ Igbo nwụrụ on your behalf. After ili duru ụmụ Igbo Peter Obi gbaucha aha tụbanye ozu a na n'ezu river ihere anaghị eme gị. You have no remorse. Ịpụtaghị ya na-akọjọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu jụrụ ibinye aka n'akwụkwọ. You should be ashamed of your generation. Your forefathers, your ancestors are very, very ashamed of you. Ifere kwesị imegbugo. Since iji wepụta na nga ịnọ na ala Igbo, ịnọ na South East, onwebe ebe ị gara. Why would you travel? Ị nwere ike ịga beyond the agreement you reach. Ka ị mahụ na that agreement the validity till the kingdom come until ibisi ya n'ụwa nwụọ. Ị mahụ na bondage itinyere onwe gị bụ ihe a maka ifi ego. Fela anara eme gị. Ị na-alụgo ego, we did not blame you. Na-akpụzi ya ga zuo ike naba go and rest. Ikwụsịa ihe a na-agwa ha onye otu anyị esizi nwetazi ya Biafra. Ịgwazi anyị ma plan go ọ bụzi ka everybody forget and Biafra is not coming. I ma not plan go, but I chọrọ ka ikwuo ya ekwuo because ịgwaga anyị na nke anyị na-eme ama nwetara anyị Biafra. So which way forward? Which way forward? That is where we are waiting for you.
The capacity Ghana, Europe, or America,
you don't have the capacity. You don't have it. Agwagongia now. You don't have the capacity. Echi, pota in the morning. We put your passport, your international passport. Mepe ba your identity, you know. Kaifo was really mepe kaifo. It's a big challenge. I'm in a watch this program now. May pay your international passport. No to many video go send your international passport. Let us know your capability and your capacity to travel to Europe. Ayamara agreement again in Nigeria. Mad people everywhere. Mwokoko.
No,
you don't have. You don't have it. You don't have that capacity. Even self, me put through land border. Any place of logo na number one in I ebuchi atagi back to Nigeria. And ebuchi atagi back to Nigeria ganga. That means you violate go the agreement in with federal government. I am telling you. Any place also kwasi jidegi nambo wanine ayebuchi atagi back to Nigeria. Because Nigeria will present the agreement in well with them. Ebuchi atagi back. You will be extradited to Nigeria. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
Mana ebe ndị unu feel unu n'anya ndị nọ ofesi. Ha na ụmụ ha na ụmụ nwanyị ha nọ na-eme enjoy. Si ebe unu gwa unu gaa n'ime ha ga-abiri.
Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọ nọ na Sokoto. He's not enjoying with his children and his wife. He's not enjoying. He doesn't even have wife. He doesn't have any wife. Though he have children, but he doesn't have wife. So he's not enjoying anything. Ọ nọ na Sokoto. Simon Ekpa nọ n'ime ọ nọkwa na prison. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You believe in. Mgbe a na-asị unu gaa n'ime ọhịa ga-abiri buru blanket buru pillow gaa n'ime ọhịa ga ọkpọpụtara ntie ikwu ya tinye a na-eme ọ ga-egbukwa unu na mmadụ ga-anwụkwa n'ime ya ọkpa ya na-eme taa. So ihe ji na-abụ unu ihe abụ from the point of view of love. Of
love. Sabotua. Love of a sabotua. God forbid. Chineke kweli for God forbid. Love of a sabo. Sabonti ike. Sabonti obobo. Love of a sabo. God forbid. Obo love was rike. That love ya bata aka. Ọ na-agbakọ ọkpa ya na-akụ ya n'azụ ntị. Ya gbawa.
Nna na-agwa nwa ya. Mma nọkọta nwunye ga-egbu unu ma sọpọtụ ya.
if I am what Biafra. Because
solution can advice so
no.
advice.
No. Forget your advice. Stand on that word solution. Stand there, please. Forget advice. We don't want advice. And then a grown-up people, a grown-up set of people like adults. For adults, any advice. Also, quite good 90 years. If adult, any adult advice. Only some advice here, any adult or party. Give us solution. Stand on that first word. We want solution. Owazurike, we want solution, not advice. Solution, please. Solution.
Advice can
solution.
You
haven't said anything. Say it. We need
advice. Weapon I can help us sit at home on Mondays.
This life. Okay. Or solution be yeah. Because equal solution not here, equally at once. And for that now you have no solution. A dodge yeah. If you don't have advice. No, you cannot confuse us. So you can't confuse us. We cannot allow you to confuse us. We want solution. You could go your first advice about I have to sit at home, right? Okay, yeah, could go. You can any advice. You can't give, you don't have right to give advice. Let me not say that. But finish your advice, then now you give us solution. Your first advice about I have to sit at home. Okay, now I got you. Ọkwa for ndị anwa na sit at home nwere isi Wazurike now no under pressure. Aman to go Wazurike under pressure. Ka ọ bịa advocate ya for the end of sit at home. Oya ma ndị man pressure on him to come and fight sit at home. And remember, sit at home is a civil disobedience being carried out by the people of Biafra willingly. Nobody's enforcing it. And the more you fight sit at home, the more strong it becomes. The more you fight sit at home, the more serious it becomes. So pay attention and continue.
Make a video on it from today. Now sit at home, now South is now cancel.
Okay. Abandon Nnamdi Kanu. What you also know target? Is there any other thing you people are targeting? If not, to Tundi Igbo, Biafrans at large, yes, abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na Sokoto. What you also know is there any other problem where na abụghị Tundi Igbo yes we abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na Sokoto? Go no wiki break ya completely. Epotazi a museum say okay, get an we find on your for you. Kaimalis guy way for 2 years, matter how far. Well, if for zone na target, no abundi politics na target, na abu Tundi Igbo yesi we chefu Nnamdi Kanu na Sokoto. Ifelene mono, ifeladoro nilu, soludo, pito bifa, kerafafa, ojuzo kalo dem, kerafafa, kezi ojuzo kalo, ojuzo kalo, Kabia State, criminal. All of you, who oppose them, madam, all of you politicians, including you, Wazurike, onweli for zobo target ono, na aboho otu, yesi we ndị Igbo yesi chefuo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ka ọ tabuzi onwe ya n'afọ. O nwere ife ọzọ because the more Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ma na ndị Igbo ka na-elote ya na-akụsi civil disobedience ike on his behalf, the more he is energized. The more he's energized. Nwere ihe ọzọ unu na target na-abụghị otu ndị Igbo yesi wee chefuo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu completely. ndị lelụ onye lelụ nwanne ya ọ bụrụla ọgaranya otu ị nọ na look at you wazuru ike iji ego ị nwere billions na akaụntụ gị lekwe ka ide ndụ ka ịdị ya ibinyelu Nigeria akwụkwọ na ịma you can never travel outside of Nigeria again ever again in your life ever again in your life. Imagine. So Wazurike, look at your life. Go on a mirror and look at your life. Look at yourself and tell yourself the truth. Ikwesịrị ịga na mirror negido onwe gị na anya onwe gị anya mmiri awụọ gị n'anya. Icheta your life. Icheta odeka pen itinyelu ndị Igbo. Ibe anya mmiri ibu ya. Ibeo ya. Ili alere na ndogo. But because you don't have conscience, you don't do those things. That's why you still have the guts to continue the betrayal. Because olili amu ebunu jibe yogwo. Olili amu ebunu jibe yogwo. A man without conscience.
Ọpụta na a na-ekwukwu okwu Biafra once like ụta na-eme 30th of May and we sit at home. It's okay, it's within the context.
That is how you people do your own Biafra. Your Biafra is a remembrance day, Biafra of Remembrance Day. Your own Biafra is the Biafra for the remembrance, not Biafra for reality. This is where we are different. This is where you people are getting it wrong. Ono chozika Biafra bruzie Biafra of a Remembrance Day, 30th of May. If ono chobuka Biafra bruzie 30th of May Biafra. But I wacholoka Biafra biana reality. And I man oye sike. I man oye take a lot of sacrifices. We know. But due to na sabotage go. Ono chozika Biafra bruzie Biafra for the Remembrance Day, May 30th. That is what you people want. But Mazinam the Kano choloka Biafra bia into a reality, not for the Remembrance Day. Shame.
It's for the struggle. Man, if I say every Monday, sit at home. Oga henye na anya aka.
Okay.
Oga henye na the Kano airport aka.
Okay.
Oga henyere Biafra aka.
Okay.
Oga enyere ndị Igbo aka. Iwu onye ọ ga-enyere aka kama na ha ga-ebute ewu ekworo n'ọnwụ.
Okay.
Bịaru unu, bịaru anyị nwa, bịaru onye ọbụla. Backwardness.
Ikuge too many times. We want that solution you talked about. So Wazurike kuzie ya nya that solution buko. Eba ka anyị na-eche gị.
Ebe ndị Igbo nọ. Ọ dị mma ụka ụlọ ha ụlọ commanders unu enwe meeting. Play this video m na-eme taa. Jụọ onwe unu ajụjụ.
You are the one who's supposed to ask yourself a question. Advice. Give us solution. Igwaga sit at home. Igwa say is in ofia pota. Why the web? Okwa the same command and control chinas and woru nyelo. Igwaga those things. Fine. We are waiting for the solution. Kedo kaye singwete Biafra. That is what we want to hear. Or if I chole no. Nukwasi inehuasi until I guide the solution. Until I the solution. If you don't give us solution, every single thing you have said here are all lies and deceit. You want us to dance to your tone, which you are dancing to the tone of the politicians, but we are not going to dance to your tone because we know who you are. We know that you are a saboteur.
Okay.
Okay.
Ndị na-abịa n'ụlọ ugbu a ha ncha nọsi ebe ọzọ ha nwere ike ịbịa hịa n'ọnụ ụlọ n'onye n'ụlọ n'ime ọhịa for 1 week. They can't. Ọwụnụ nwa ndị na-anwụ anwụ.
Oge Nelson Mandela na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe na South Africa. They started with protests and advocating for the democracy in South Africa. Apotame protests agbawusie ha. The apartheid regime sent their police, including black police, agbawusie fa ụmụnne ha ka na-agba because ha nọ under the command of apartheid government. At a point, a group of people from ANC, there's a statement made. Let me even give us a brief history. There's a statement made by Mandela. Mandela said, we cannot, he said, first of all, he said that their movement is peaceful. I'm telling you, before the group came up, Mandela was interviewed. He said that the movement is peaceful. ANC is peaceful. But if they continue to unalive the people, then they will leave the people with only one choice, which is to carry arms and defend themselves. This was a statement made by Nelson Mandela, that his people cannot continue to fold their arms and watch the oppressors to unalive them. They are going to defend themselves. It's not up to 1 year after that statement, a group called Umkhonto Wesizwe. I could go this thing several times, many times. A group known as Umkhonto Wesizwe, Apota. This is a brief history. It could go many times, right from 2021. A group known as Umkhonto Wesizwe, Apota, Burewe. The likes of Thabo Mbeki and co were in Europe soliciting for funds, funding them. Thabo Mbeki, he was the second president of South Africa, was in Europe. He mafia. I want to educate this fool, this old man was 70 years. 70 years old man. If you know nothing. The likes of Ngwasiagiga type where na Google. Oh, na Google can learn. I learned from the Google. And history, a teacher may teach. So Ngwasiagiga type where na Google. You may research. Go and make research. The second president in their history, their second black president in their history, Thabo Mbeki, he's still alive till today, was in UK, United Kingdom. He studied in Europe, in UK, was in UK soliciting for funds, traveling everywhere, meeting heads of states, soliciting for funds in order to fund the liberation struggle in South Africa, Umkhonto, led by Umkhonto Wesizwe under ANC. Although at some point, Nelson Mandela denied the involvement or his involvement with Umkhonto Wesizwe after he was arrested. He denied the involvement. But did it stop anything? Did it stop his imprisonment? The answer is no. It didn't stop his imprisonment. And he was jailed for life. People always know that he served 27 years. But they don't know that he was actually jailed for life. Nelson Mandela was serving a life sentence. Thank God today is June 30th. if you go to coincidence, and today can say everybody na or any onyo job na South Africa ya na. No this on Sunday ocha ka acholo. We na today. So now many nations are fighting for their freedom in Africa, Biafra included. Ambazonians are fighting, Somaliland are fighting, Kedundin cause actually see from Ethiopia, and we're 2 nations now. Actually see from Ethiopia, where pota. 2 nations. 2 nations. Actually see from Ethiopia, where pota now. Including Somaliland, they declare their independence from Somalia. Many countries are fighting for their independence as I'm talking to you now in Africa, armed to the teeth. Aboha rebels, the oppressors, the government of their mother countries call them rebels. They don't care. They are fighting. And people are dying also. Freedom is not free. It's not cheap. You cannot come here to lecture us when you failed. How can a failure lecture us? How can a failure advise us? How can a failure tell us what to do in the same movement that he failed? You should go and listen to yourself and tell yourself the truth. You are a failure. Since 2007, you left Kuje. What have you done in the movement for the actualization of Biafra? What have you done for the restoration of Biafra? Tell us one achievement you have made since 2007. Is in Angapota. Barely 20 years. This is 2026. Barely 20 years is in Angapota. Uwazurike, tell us what you have done. Gwakenani female. You were released on bail on November 6, exactly. November 6, 2007. Wazirike, what have you done? Barely 20 years. You were arrested in October 2005. Released in November 2007. 19 years along the line. If they're here to lecture us, you should be ashamed of yourself. You hear them a buegi. You hear them a buegi. You know, criminality. You think we have forgotten that in 2010 you were arrested in Owerri for kidnapping? You think we have forgotten your criminality, your activities after Biafra struggle, Epota, for more gang? Were you not arrested in 2010 for kidnapping in Owerri? Tell us, let us hear you. Failure.
Ele ego ọwụna a na-ebunye unu ga aka ndụ unu.
Onweghị ego a na-ebunye ha. Onweghị ego a na-ebunye ha. As a matter of fact, fan ata afọ. They are suffering inside that bush. Fan ata afọ n'ime ọfịa anwa fano. Ịchọ ka abịa biri be gị ka ị na-enye ha nri. When you get bo na anụ ọgụ nwere onwe n'ụwa na-abụọ n'ime ọhịa ka ha bi. Even Taliban biri n'ime ọfịa. Even Taliban upon na akpọrọ terrorists ha bi n'ime ọfịa. Fana ata afọ nwe na-ebunye ha ego. They don't need money. If they need money, they will go and do amnesty. If they needed money as you, just like you, money monger, just like you, they would have gone to do amnesty. Oh, we're all get this idiot airpiece. Allen Onyema booked ego now 20 billion to do amnesty. Ilozogo Koyemara government last year. Allen Onyema booked ego 20 billion. The first batch of the money web 20 billion for amnesty. my announcement. Anybody chọrọ ịpụta ya pụta. Any amnesty. 20 billion. Ọ bụrụ onye akpịrị ego dokago. Ụbọnyị ọnụ ntụ. Ị ga were ego bịa aka na akwụkwọ turn to sabo, which is exactly what you did in 2007. And you are still doing it today because you must fulfill your own agreement. Where?
My pounds, my dollars, and a puterunu. Okandunu.
Enugunu, and a buterono. My pounds, my dollars, and a buterono. Ogene.
How will it keep you more to have done running more with you people? They can't. They can't. So, him, mamma, me woo, ebo mumno. Mmakweke ime ebu nunwana.
Agwagongo na tabombeki no Europe soliciting for funds. Ekele olu eke. Anohom Europe. Mana anohom n'ime ọhịa. Anọ m na media na-ezi ozi ọma. During the Biafra War, enwere onye a na-akpọ Okokondem. He played a vital role. He wasn't an army. Obuha egbe. Ọgbahọ mbọ. But afa ya, aman lozo afa ya elozo. As long anytime he mention Biafra, ichi the history Biafra, yeah, then you Okokondem. Ọgbahọ egbe for one day. But he played a vital role. This radio Biafra and the ambassador. Oh, Okokondem meloju enwe wait. Oh, yes. So I can always oh, well, they are not soliciting for fund. When they are disseminate information, when they are by a bumbo, I have bumbo, I can't barombo in it, and will be eliminating. When the house is finally gotten together, because they forget to call this sabotage in Enanya, at some point, the house of Biafra will later unite. Forget all the sabotage. All the sabotage. The honest ones will later unite and come together and push for the final liberation. Okay, what do you mean now? Nwanyị na-eghe akara ka na-efi ụla. Ị na-anụ isi akara. Oketebe. Amabe beans. Akwọbe beans. Etiebe groundnut oil. Ibidogo n'obi isi akara. Nwobi ife emeleme. Aka ya agba mbọ. Ma ọ bụ na ịmalụ kịta. Your state police or whatever, ọ naghị shake ndị na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe. The house of Biafra will come together and push for the final liberation. This is a prophecy, but I am not a prophet. Manobu moye mo mesigotie jara, mo mero nizo me no wa. Ama mo ni ye me ya, mano ye me. 1,000,000% I swear to Almighty God. O mesigotie jara, ama hom ko yesi we me, ama ku mo ye me ya. But this prophecy na go today, 30th of June 2026. Go and mark it on a wall, on your wall. Oh yeah, man. The house of Biafra will come together and push for the final liberation of the children of Biafra, of the children of God. I don't know when and how, and I don't know who will spearhead it, but oh yeah, man. And don't worry, Omantaka. Ichekwa no on succeed go sabotage ya Biafra. Onye nke a set ya up nke ya, onye nke a set ya nke ya, enwezie mushroom groups na akpọ ha government this government that. That is not how Biafra will come. With propaganda, Biafra will not come with these mushroom groups that are calling themselves government of this, government of that. That is not how Biafra will come. Biafra will come because the house of Biafra will come together, unite together, and push for a final liberation. And don't even think it may not be this new group of DOS, because I still believe that these are the same group of DOS members that destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, destroy Biafra in 2021, because I have seen some of them are still intact with this new group. Unless the new group, the new people, Obera Abatra with sincerity, overpower the old ones that are attached with them, or they are attached with to themselves, then decided to move forward, which I'm not seeing. I'm still seeing the same tactics of wearing coat now in Washington, D.C. There's a photo with some politicians, some American politicians. Our men, a propaganda video. I'm still seeing the same shenanigans. I haven't seen reality. I haven't seen one move. Yeah, man. I'm always yes. Oh yeah, I begin a fight for Biafra. About those things we are seeing. Those things we are seeing in Washington, D.C., it doesn't move us, doesn't move Nigeria. It doesn't move us. If when one move here, make I must say yes. Oh yeah, the serious. I back organize. Yotago, more this thing go this sample for now. As a clip of video, but a quote in Washington, D.C. I am not there. I have to go again. Can I make it go since 2024? This is the normal procedure. I when post one certain time, one woman or galaga meet here, one white man or polunukute coat, not on one office, the very old office. As you know, Minister of Foreign Affairs, United States of Biafra, delegate to whoever. That is not how we are going to get Biafra, not with propaganda. So when the house of Biafra will come together, the zoo I'm telling you today, Mark Kwayo forever go gigana arwa jagi deya jintu e kawarwa jo fuma make ashone mark today's date. It's a prophecy. I don't used to say this. It's a prophecy, but I know I'm not a prophet. But today, Yabo, a sign. Ogo, even though I don't remind you, but you will remember that Nenoria. I'm telling you now, go and mark it somewhere.
So him did not go and damn na go. Who drop all the issue of sit at home?
You could go near.
You lie low.
Oh, I lie.
Oh, what can count on the last time?
In Orioku, or say, oh no, drop what the issue of sit at home on a lie low. Oh, taka is in what Biafra. Oh, Azurike, oh, tuaka is in what Biafra. Oh no, drop what issue of sit at home. Oh no, lie low. You lie low. I can check your solution. Illegal solution. Drop one issue of sit at home. You lie low. Continue. Like we are Delona Kwaya. Mend. Mend group here. Honesty is the best policy. Mend new generation. So yeah, efo polanu oyibo design ya mend. Actually also from Masobo form. One boy ana somebody uche mmadu take you over mend. Bruce their general president was form mend. This mend of form require 15 years. Any member na aboho caucus, yeah. The only member on about his own caucus. His caucus. Mad people everywhere. Continue.
No more Monday sit at home. Although 3 days. Start on Monday sit at home. No. Drop the idea of Monday sit at home. Lie low.
Lie low.
Lie low. Solutions will come out.
Oh.
Enweghị ga-eme unu echekwana n'ime drop us it at home. Abịa nwụjụ unu mee nke a.
Okay. So, well solution. Nezienu ndị anyị na-ege ntị. Chelụka Chukwu Di Ya again na amụ atọgbugo m. Kwugharịgodi ya ikwu ọga.
Lie low. Lie low. Solutions will come out.
Oh. So, drop sit at home, drop all your arms, put an imofia and lie low. Then solution will come. Solution will come. Elo na ndị Igbo si na abụ ejide nwa egbe ewe jụwa m nwaanyị ọ na-eli anụ ya. Ọkwa inu ndị Igbo. Ihe bụ n'ụzọ jide nwa egbe n'aka wee jụwazie nwaanyị ọ na-eli anụ egbe. Gị ya jọsụ jubu ibu ụzọ na-ajụ nwaanyị ọ na-eli anụ egbe mana iji obe nwa egbe n'aka. A na-akọ ụdị akụkọ ahụ akọ. We are not kids. Wazirike, I want you to know that we are not kids. I have ụmụaka. Ibu ụzọ jide nwa egbe n'aka wee jụbazi ma nwaanyị ọ na-eli anụ ya. Yes. Iwe ute, inwe anwa rapụ ịzọta anị wee gazọwa ute. Ịzọtasị ute anwa, ị atọ ya n'enu. Onye na-agwa ụmụaka, are you talking to kids? Oh, ị gwara anyị na ya ọfụrụ obere oge n'ime 70 years, maybe 69. Obere oge n'ime 70 years. Ka atụwazie egwu ịbụ okenye. Ifela anara eme gị, agadi ekwe nka. Ka anyị gbawazie ọsọ ịbụ okenye, ịbịara ịgwa anyị okwu okenye. Ilozozi na anyị nwa na onwe anyị abụrụ ụmụaka, ibi ndo na m elube 70 years, abụrụ m tata. Ịlapụ gaanị wee gazọba ute, ya atọ ya n'enu ọjị. Ute ahụ ya atọ ya n'enu, ịzọta anyị wee zọba ute. Buru ụzọ gwa anyị solution. Inye anyị solution, ịgwazi anyị ife anyị eme. Ọ bụrụ isi anyị hapụgodu nke anyị na-eme anyị ji n'aka na solution will come. Go and lie low, solution will come. And akọ dị akụkọ ahụ akọ. Who are you working for? Wazirike, I know who you are working for, but I want you to answer us. Who are you working for? Who do you try to deceive? Ụmụ Igbo, ka ị chọrọ i-deceive, a na-akọ dị aka anwa akọ. O nwere ife dị otu anwa.
Ihe ga-eme unu echekwana n'ime drop us it at home. Abịa nwụjụ unu mee nke a.
No solution.
Ọ gaghị ekwe omume. Drop us it at home, lie low.
Okay.
Lie low, the solutions will come out.
Okay.
Ka nọkwa ihe ọnụ na-ekwu, mmadụ ga-apụtakwa na-ekwu ya.
Ihe ọnụ na-ekwu. Soludo kodo ọnụ kwugolu ya since 2007. Asin Soludo, Wazirike, kedo ọnụ kwugolu ya since 2007. Iji wee pụta, ma ọ bụ ọnụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na ọnụ Simon Ekpa. Gbagodo anya ọnụ ọzọ kwugolu ya since 2007. Barely 20 years. Take go nwa 20 years keta anụ na di. Nwatakịrị 20 years now anụgo di. Nwatakịrị 20 years anụ na di. Gwazie anyị ọnụ kwugolu ya since iji si na nga pụta. Kedu ọnụ kwugolu ya? Ọ bụ Igbo politicians eje Abuja kwuo ya ma ha pipe olo. Ha si n'ime ọhịa pụta, lay down their arms, pipe olo. Ọ bụ ọnụ ndị politicians ya ekwu ya n'ime na Abuja. Igbo nwere onwe ha, ka ọ na Igbo ama nwerezi onwe ha forever, because your own Biafra agitation bụ May 30th Remembrance Day. Your own Biafra agitation bụ May 30th Remembrance Day, nothing else. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Gịnị ka ndị a mere? Gịnị ka a na-achụgharị ha? Ndị Boko Haram a na-ahapụkwanụ. Gịnị ka ha mere? Ọwụ ha maka mma. Ọwụ ọnụ ga-ekwu ya. Before you know it, ihe na atrocities asị n'ụlọ na-akwamit ka echefuo ya. Echefuo ya. Echefuo ya. Unu ebidokwa live ya normal life in the society.
Biafra. We want to know these things because these are most important things to us. These are most important things to us. In any name of your advice, can drop or arms and drop egbe ha pota lie low. Kezi feye ejekuon ekutre ha ono ha na Abuja arapuzie ha. Aga live with their normal lives. What is going to be the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra? The fate of these two entities, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Their fate. Because when we hear Yagwain or Waka Ikwe, na Biafra ama abiaho, we can never listen. We can't pay attention to anything. When anything Yagwain, Mobohina freedom. When any other thing. Walk we foresee Yagwain no wa na aboho nwere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pota godu. Moji Biafra pota. Walk we hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Yagwain na aboho freedom. Nothing. Yotago, which ran the 110% sure na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu man potaku anything na aboho the same place ahoku freedom. Because a lot of people are going here. Adam 110 million% sure. When you are at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kwere na aboho freedom. 1 million%. All because of this same freedom could you wear say oku with wuni all when you choy buye maka freedom ma could you lose empire lose maya maka freedom ma nwan o ji ego ya we je nuo kpofe UK choy buye maka this same freedom onwekwu ihe ọzọ anybody gwakwalo gị Mazi Nnamdi Kanu melo nke ame nke ụdị azụ Uchechi Kanu ji wee kpọ ya asị choy buye is a lie all maka this freedom Uchechi Kanu chọkọla po Biafra Mazi Nnamdi Kanu si aka ma nke a ya eme kama ife dị bụ ofu eme Uchechi chọwa ndụ ya way any other thing. Yen na agwa gị no be today because this confession will come out. Oh ya pụtakwa from most onu Uchechi pụta si na Nnamdi Kanu pụta after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will regain freedom. I don't know when, but it will come. Yen na agwa gị today most onu Uchechi pụta mark kwa you fu ebe again. Most this confession mo osi onu Uchechi Kerafa that Caro White. Kapa Caro White. Somebody remind me his name in the comments. In the John Nade Elozafafa. If I need job for most honor cheche job for pota. Mazi anytime Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pota lawyer gwanya. No maka this freedom maka Biafra no ka cheche job for juwe choibuya na UK. So when any other thing I nege na abụghọ nwere onwe, that is the only thing we are listening to. That's why I also kwagi kwuo elu kwuo ani sabotage ihe niile ya sabotage n'ụwa. We can never pay attention to you. You continue to destroy yourselves before the kids, before the children, before the eyes of the new generation. You continue to destroy yourself. Yes. So obune ma ihe ekwukwana again. Obune ma ihe ni nwere uche. No obuna your brain decay, but don't speak again. Especially speaking against Biafra. Speaking against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you speak against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have literally spoken against Biafra. Any day you open your mouth, or anybody that opens his or her mouth, stinking mouth, to speak against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have literally spoken against Biafra. And none of us who are genuine in this very struggle will take you serious or will leave you or will leave you free. Will come, I have that dog, van. We don't care about your age. We don't care about your age. Okay, Malona, Ibulia Nuche.
Lama Bono. And where he came agreeing with the Biafra. Man, I want through violence.
I know that check since Kenyans ID solution. Igwa guy kita no we yemen no wari with the Biafra. Man, I would through violence. Gwaziani. Agwanaye that solution will come. Don't tell us that, because in Kikurokune we're going to be where. What are we going to do? How will this Biafra come? Or ya just biaro where keduko esi where bia Wazirike tell us.
I want to get more here. With or without efforts, I don't want to Biafra.
How?
Man, not through non-violence.
How now?
I get what Biafra without you dying.
Okay. In a ha Chukwu, God forbid, ebuham no bi na ya anwụta ma obu echi. But nekwa igwaga na no blog 70 years. I'm about your health. I take that word back. In ha anwụta. Man, I may no man mmadụ ya anwụ. So, Wazirike 20 years along the line. Non-violence. Fine. Kedo gaye nwete ya nwere onwe. Are we going to leave this nwere onwe to the next generation? Because our fathers failed to get it in 1970 because some mpanye halo ya war. So hom no war. Mpanye halo no war. So they failed to get us this freedom. Our fathers failed to get us this freedom that we all crave for. Are we going to fail again, going to beg for freedom, and then thereby failing again and living for our next generation, for our children again? That is the second generation, or the third generation, if I may say. Because we are now the second generation of Biafra. We are the second generation. So are we going to leave it to the third generation, our children, are supposed to come to enjoy the freedom? I will go already. Our this generation, this second generation, our first generation, second generation now, it was the third generation back again. You know, non-violence. Third generation here what is this freedom? Wazirike, generation here with this freedom. Can you be ashamed of yourself for the first time in your life? This bullshit. Generation here with ya bungwero we fellow onwegone mekwago ifela dokwago niru Wazirike. Which generation we get this freedom? I got fighting for freedom forever. This is the second generation. But you are no longer a child. You are no longer a child. Your prayer, your target, or buna, no gida no wa no sia wo. Biafra. Is that your target? Is that your target? Are you not supposed to be happy that now after you did what you did in 2007, now somebody pick the courage, somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pick a courage, but akwane ekuoku Biafra? Are you not supposed to be happy that after you did what you did in 2007, a kidnapper Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2021, somebody like Simon Apotakwa nekuoku Biafra? Are you not supposed to be happy that now this new generation are going to fata say that Biafra must come in our own generation? Are you not supposed to be happy, Wazirike? Are you not supposed to be happy? Apart from your sabotage, true, no be okay, sabotage, you go no problem. But without Biafra, are you not supposed to be happy? Hey, hello, Melo.
If we could get Biafra without you dying, why must you die? Why must you die? I told him video anuma Gatiaga. I say, I told him of his I told him or my Yamala here, Igwaraya. Okay, so wrong with a man, Millie Congo, and I have cookie. Una no plan, not only say, Boko Haram, I say, it's a security castle. ọwụkwa na dị ọwụpụta ka federal gọọmenti na-afụ ya onye si gị gaa n'ime ọhịa gaa nọ si akpọta ezinụlọ ya bịa nọnye n'ụlọ for 1 week ọhịa nsị ka m gwa unu ndị be anyị biko nụ anyị anwụọna rie nne mgbe m bidoro ihe a na 1999 enwe mgbe m bụ n'uche na ndị mmadụ ga-eburu egbe gaa n'ime ọhịa ga na-agbagbu isi ndị mmadụ ma ọ ga-biri ebe ahụ na-akpa aghara enwe mgbe m bụ ihe dị otu a
n'ezie n'ihe okwu onwe oge ya bụ n'obi na ndị mmadụ ya aga buru egbe baa n'ime ọhịa na-agbagbusi ndị mmadụ so ndị mmadụ just buru egbe baa n'ime ọhịa pụta na-agbagbusi ndị mmadụ like are you serious na iwe this idiot ewego m na ka m wepụzie this animal so m ga-ewepụ this animal. Right now I'm going to play another video, but that very video you play now, anybody well anything to contribute, you are free to call. The line is open while I try to play another video. The line is open. So I don't want to see him again. Never. So the line is opened. I'm going to bring another video for closing remarks. Anybody well, anything actually you are free to call and say it. Echekwana, because after the video, I will shut down the program. Let's watch this, please. Very, very nice video, actually. Very, very nice video.
Nnamdi Kanu is rotting in Sokoto prison. Sunday Igboho is being celebrated as hero in Yoyo and in the West. The same thing Nnamdi Kanu did to cut his father's land from the menace of this Fulani by establishing ESN to wipe them away, clear them away from the bush to avoid the menace that we are seeing today is exactly the same thing Sunday Igboho is doing with his Iruekun security network or security.
Yes, Wachineke, please go ahead.
Yes, Mas, good evening. Are you hearing me?
Yes, Gani Rubiko.
Okay, thank you very much, Mas. I will give a reference from where he stopped. He's saying that he forgot that our security created by our leader were securing the land from the Fulani invaders. It happened before our very eyes. He lives talking about that very one. And he went to the one that suits him. We already know who he is. All we are saying, he should step aside. He should step aside and be receiving his own punishment gradually, the way he deserves it. He should not distract us. He should not distract us from what we are doing. We are concentrated, and we ourselves, our mind should always be, whenever we come across these people, they are outside. Too many of them are outside. From the SDAS, all of them are outside. We are seeing all of them outside. Mental toughness. If you are genuine at heart, if you see these people, you know them. If you see their posts, you know them. If you see their comments, you know them. Whenever you post, you see them, agent, they are everywhere. You
Gị na netwọk ya nwere ike ịwụ netwọk ya na-enye nsogbu. And this program will end like this.
Choisissez une carte. N'importe quelle carte.
Unlock your stay for less with Apple.
Oh my God. Network, yeah. Yeah. Bon. Ụmụ Igbo mụrụ ozugbozi mmụọ ọzọ ụmụ ike ndị aba anyasị ọma. Although na-ekwuche okwu na this program because eji nwayọ je na-atụ ha nwantịntị bed ụlabụrụ m, so efolocha m ya program n'isi. Mana the only thing m chọrọ ime ka ndị be anyị mara wadat na ọhụ na ndị be anyị ajụ ha ajụjụ si kedu ife ụwa zuru ike ji ya bịazi ọbịapụ ọbịachirikwa ọbịapụ ọbịachirikwa. Ajụjụ unu ya ajụ ụwa zuru ike kedu ihe a na plan ụwa zuru ike, mana ya ji bịazi kịta na nke ikpeazụ a hụ na ha bịaziri mkpochafụ. So ụwa zuru ike chọọ ka okwukwe nke adịka amụ nwa. And achọrọ m ịkpọ na line na achọrọ m ịkpọ na this program, mana o wutere m na o so na we ende, mana nsogbu adịrọ. Ndị a na plan heavy lane na ala Igbo mụrụ nze ma ọzọ. Ndị a na plan heavy lane. Ihe ndị a ji ya bịa fight to finish. Hence na ba hunt Chukwu Di Ya and butu ụzọ na ụmụ ya niile down. Ndị agha ezu ike and ya ka ha na fight. Oya ọgụ ha na-anụ. Onye nwe ọgụ ha na-anụ. Ọnwụ na ụnụ fụ mba karịrị ndị iwe karịrị. Ụwa zuru ike have unite. Oh no, unite go because ha ncha niile nọbụ together. Ọ ka nọ life na adị m anụ mba na ọ nọzi life.
Truth and in
Afro nọzi life. Life ebidokwara n'isi.
is there until today.
Nọzi life. The program ebido itinye obido n'isi. So and agwa m na ndị enwere ifere. Ndị enwere ifere. Ndị enwere ifere. Because ọwụ na ndị a nwere ifere iji gwa gị eziokwu. Ụwa zuru ike enweghị ike ka na-eme ọ pụọ. Ọ bụ ya ịpụta na-akọ ihe ọ na-akọ. Ọnwụ na ụnụ wọchị ya ihe afụ ndị si na fọwụ ndị ebube agụ and kedu afọ ya anụ Operation Udo ga-achị ebe fajere n'Imo steeti ka ọ na-ebe ka jide ka ọ na Anambra ama m ebe ha jere ihe ahụ eje. Ọ na Anambra steeti wee na-ekwe iwu na ịnọ n'ime ọhịa gụpụta. Ọnwụ onye nọ n'ime ọhịa gụpụta. So ihe ahụ operation akwadoro akwado. So echi niile anyị abịa live because o nwere o nwekwana onye ọzọ ha gbagbukwara na Imo State again. O nwere onye ọzọ agbagbukwara n'Imo State again. O nwere onye ọzọ agbagbukwara ha n'Imo State again. Anaghị eji wee bịa live ka ngosi unu. Ọ bụ eziokwu na dị chere ka m ofe ọnụmụ nke ọzọ n'ebe ọsọ akala m ịkpọrọ unu ka unu nụ onye wepụtara dị vidio adịghị echi niile ka m kpọrọ ya unu ka unu nụ ihe ekwuru ebe ahụ. Agbagburu ha one man and ha nwe n'onwe fa ọbaghị uru m nwee kwuo okwu echi niile ka ngosi ya unu. Echi niile ka ngosi ya unu. So ụmụ Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ ihe anakpunu dolitiri nnachi ime ka waziri ka na ndị ochie mara ha mara ihe ha ya eme ha mee nya. I adoro afraid of them and we can never be afraid of them. Although possible. So ma asị unu kachifo na ụmụ ike nje aba ka ọ dị na echi niile mgbe anyị bịazara ka ngosizi unu nke anyị ji bịa echi. Kachifo na ụmụ aja kachifo ọla dere ede ka na Chineke n'isi unu niile.